Green tea matcha chiffon cake.
Let's give it a try. Light and fluffy and hint of green tea flavor. Cheers.
Let's get baking. First step, let's prepare the dry ingredients. Choosing the right green tea powder can significantly impact the flavor and texture of our green tea matcha chiffon cake. Use about 10 grams of green tea powder. I love this particular type of Japanese green tea powder. It's designed for cooking and baking and often has a slightly bitter taste. While it can be used for chiffon cakes, the flavor might not be as pronounced. A fresh, grassy aroma is a good sign. To make our low-protein flour at home, let's use 12 grams corn flour or potato starch. Mix with 103 grams plant flour, which yields 150 grams cake flour. Cake flour is the preferred flour for chiffon cakes due to its low protein content. This characteristic is crucial in achieving the delicate, airy, and tender texture that defines a chiffon cake. Isn't it? You don't want your cake to be gluten and stretchy when you bite a cake. Obviously, that is easy to do the substitute using your own ingredient at home, such as starch plus plant flour. Give it a quick mix or shift it. Set it aside. In a clean bowl, separate egg whites from yolks. Crack the egg. Transfer the yolk between the two halves of the shell while allowing the egg white to fall into a bowl. Repeat this process for each egg needed, ensuring no yolk contaminates the white, and after each separation, inspect the bowl for any yolks or shell ferments and wipe it clean with a paper towel if necessary before proceeding. This step is really important. When whipping egg whites for cake, it's crucial that they are free of water or yolk because any trace of fat or moisture can inhibit the whites from reaching their full volume. Even a small amount of fat can prevent the whites from forming stiff peaks. This is because fat interferes with the formation of the protein structure that gives weak egg whites their volume and stability. Ensuring that the bowl and utensils are clean and dry helps create the ideal environment for achieving maximum volume when whipping egg whites. Transfer the 7 egg yolks into a bowl. Now let's intensify infusing green tea flavor into our cake. Place a green tea bag in 75 ml hot water and let it steep for several minutes. This will infuse the liquid with the delicate green tea flavor. We will use this liquid to intensify the green tea flavor in our chiffon cake despite of the green tea powder. Now let's heat 75 grams vegetable or canola oil. You can use microwave to do that. Heat the oil in warm state to touch. Pour over the warm oil into the bowl.
You must be wondering why we use heated oil in the cake mixture.
Mixing the flour mixture into heated oil first for the chiffon cake yolk mixture helps to create a smooth and homogeneous batter. As the oil heats up, it incorporates tiny air bubbles, which contribute to the airy and light texture of our chiffon cake. These air bubbles help to create a fine crumb and prevent the cake from becoming dense. Now it's time for us to include our 115 grams of our cake flour to the mixture. Use the whisk to combine the mixture all together. Just need to keep stirring and stirring in the circular motion. Add in our 75 ml green tea infused water.
Why now, head over to our website hankery.com and sign up for our newsletter. As a special thank you for joining our first 10,000 community, you will receive this exclusive access for free downloadable ebooks. Don't miss out the fun. Sign up today.
Now let's add on all the 7 egg yolks. Use the whisk and keep stirring until achieve the smoother paste. You will start to see forming a thick paste and try to achieve this consistency. Add in 1 tablespoon of fresh milk, half of tablespoon of good quality organic vanilla bean paste. Using good quality vanilla bean paste in chiffon cake enhances the flavor and aroma of the cake. It combines real vanilla bean seeds, providing a more intense flavor compared to artificial extracts. If you are new here, please subscribe my channel and click on the notification bell so that you'll get notified whenever I post the new recipes. Once you have achieved this consistency, set the bowl aside. Now let's move on to whip our egg white mixture. Use the stand mixer to whip these 7 egg whites that we separated beforehand. After 1 to 2 minutes beating the egg mixture, you can start to observe the bubbles. Then, now is a good time to add on a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, or you can replace it by 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice. Adding a small amount of cream of tartar to the egg whites can help stabilize them and create a firmer foam structure, resulting in better volume and stability. Adding the sugar slowly helps to stabilize the foam and create a finer texture. The most important tips here is continue whipping the egg whites until they reach
Medium stiff peak.
Be careful not to overwhip, as this can cause the egg whites to become dry and grainy, which is what you do not like this texture in the light and fluffy chiffon cake. For my stand mixer, I mix my egg white around 4.5 minutes. When you leave the bitters or whisk out of the egg whites, the peaks that form will hold their shape fairly well, but the tips will curl over slightly. They will have a denser texture compared to soft peaks and will not collapse immediately. Now add on the egg white mixture into the cake batter slowly. Start with few of the scoop of egg white mixture. Use the whisk to be very slow and gently folding the whipped egg whites into the batter. Do so gently and in small patches to avoid deflating the foam. Use a whisk to cut through the mixture and gently fold it over until fully incorporated. Once the first few portion of egg whites is fully incorporated, add the remaining whipped egg whites to the batter in 2 or 3 additions. What I prefer is half of the mixture into the first bowl and pour the remaining of the batter into the egg white bowl itself. This helped me to fold it really nicely and effectively. Make sure that be gentle. It's important to fold the egg whites gently to avoid deflating the mixture and losing the volume that you work so hard to achieve while whipping the egg whites.
Let's interchanging the whisk with a spatula. At the end of folding egg white exercise, a spatula is preferred because it provides more finesse and prevents overmixing. Folding with a spatula ensures the air trap in the beaten egg white is preserved, resulting in a light and airy texture for the finished cake. Now, getting out our 2 18 centimeters chiffon cake mold. Pour the green tea batter into 2 chiffon cake molds. To pour the batter evenly into 2 chiffon cake molds. Start by dividing the batter approximately in half using a spatula. To gauge even distribution, pour slowly and observe the level of batter rising in each mold, adjusting the pouring speed as needed to ensure that both molds receive an equal amount of batter, resulting in evenly sized cakes with consistent texture throughout the baking. Forgot to mention, if you want to check out my other fluffy chiffon cake recipes, please click on the link in the description box to check out this purple ubi chiffon cake recipe. Another pro tips is using the bamboo skewer to do a swirling pattern for easily flatten out the chiffon cake.
Before we send our cakes into oven, to create a beautiful starburst pattern on top, which is equivalent to do an even cracking on top of the surface of the cake, gently run a bamboo stick through the batter from the center to the edges. Around 5 edges, this will create even cracks on the cake's surface. Then, bake the cake in a preheated oven at 170 Celsius or 340 Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes. If you are using the fan force mode, use 160 Celsius. The even heat ensures that the chiffon cake rises uniformly and achieves a beautiful golden color. Look at them. How gorgeous are they? With the starburst pattern crack on top. Once baked, let them cool upside down in the molds to prevent them from collapsing. When chiffon cakes are baked, they rely on the structure created by whipped egg whites to rise and expand. Cooling the cake upside down allows gravity to help maintain this structure as it cooks. Once completely cool, gently run the spatula around the edges of the cakes to loosen them from the molds. Carefully remove the cakes from the molds. Finally, lift the mold away from the cake, taking care not to disturb the delicate structure. Carefully insert the knife into the cake, applying gentle pressure to create a clean cut. With a gentle touch and steady hand, you will ensure that your chiffon cake emerges from the mold intact and ready to be enjoyed. Proceed to slice through the cake in smooth, even motions, taking care to maintain desired portion size. With each slice, enjoy the satisfaction of beautiful chiffon cake, ready to be savored and shared with delight. There we have it, our green tea matcha chiffon cake. As you take a bite, you are greeted by a remarkably light and airy texture. The matcha flavor is subtly present, providing a gentle earthy sweetness that's both refreshing and comforting. The green tea powder adds a unique depth, balancing the cake's lightness with a hint of rich, vegetal undertones. Pairing this matcha chiffon cake with a cup of coffee creates a delightful contrast. The bold, roasted flavors of the coffee complement the delicate, slightly sweet taste of the matcha cake. Here's recap my recipe, or you can go over hankery.com for print out recipe or free ebooks. Make sure you check out the next video, which is the marble effect chiffon cake recipe. Check out all the links in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more delicious recipes. Click on the notification bell so that you won't miss any upcoming recipes. Thanks for watching.